మేషం అంటే కొద్దిగా కూడా ఈర్ష్యాద్వేషం లేనివాడు, ప్రాప్తంలోను అప్రాప్తంలోను సమబుద్ధి కలవాడు, ప్రాప్తించిన ప్రాప్తి.
The true purpose is always automatically springs out of the heart of the matter, heart of life. Everybody's activities emanate from their center. For example, the purpose of life for Mahatma Gandhiji was not meditation or music or cricket or badminton. It was liberation of the country. So he realized the purpose of his life. The purpose of life for Mother Teresa was to serve all the downtrodden, the man on the street. So she worked for that. The purpose of Bismillah Khan was only Shahnai, not liberation of the country, not any to become an MLA or MP. So always you know the purpose of life from the central core of your heart. The purpose of Shalini is to stay in Pyramid Valley and conduct all the sessions.
Yes, sir.
The purpose of Krupa Sagar is to take care of the Pyramid Valley. That's why he is born. And the purpose of my life is to give a talk about the purpose of everybody's life. That is the purpose of my life. To clarify what is the purpose of life, that is the purpose of my life. So, everybody knows their own purpose. A mother knows her purpose, that a mother's duty is only to raise the children. The mother cannot see anything other than the children. The mother constantly sees the welfare of their children, how to bring them up. Well, that is the purpose of the mother. The purpose of the mother is not music or working for the country. The purpose of the mother is to take care of the children. How does it that mother know that her purpose is children? Automatically she knows. Every mother in every animal kingdom, every human kingdom knows the purpose, that I have to take care of the children, the babies which are born. So the mother is fully concentrated on the children. When there are no children, they are grown up, the mother shifts. She will find another purpose. Because the children are grown up, they don't require any care. So the mother is in search of another purpose, and she will find out. Like your mother has found out her purpose, Shalini. Now you tell me, what is the purpose of your mom now?
Purpose of my mom, like she learned meditation. She took us also into that meditation and she's spreading that word.
Now her children are not babies.
Yes, sir.
Now her purpose is to teach and spread meditation, isn't it?
Absolutely, sir.
20 years back, it was not her purpose, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
20 years back, what was her purpose?
To take care of children.
Now?
Now, to take the word of meditation.
Yes.
And spiritual science.
So that's how purpose changes. And you will immediately understand your purpose. And between your realization of your purpose, there may be some periods of confusion. That is normal. That is very, very normal. You don't have to be upset about it. It's a phase when you don't know your purpose. Soon you will come to a purpose where you know your purpose. And when you do your purpose, you are fulfilled in your life. So that much about purpose. Thank you.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great evening to people joining from West. Welcome to day 36 of this 40-day program. And I welcome, I'm Nidhi Mehta, and I welcome you all. Congratulations for reaching so far in the program. Like, we are in the last week of the program, and I congratulate you all to be here and learn. So yes, I welcome Chandra sir for today's wisdom, and thank you.
Wonderful. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Good afternoon, good evening. Congratulations, Nidhi madam, for holding on to this program for so many days. And to everyone, of course. We deserve that pat for ourselves. Being a sensory being, there is so much of distraction, that so much of input that comes to us, make us believe we are this visible. Defying that, to be putting our attention on the invisible, to know that there is a lot more than the visible. And for that, doing this practice every day. Sitting down, closing your eyes, going into that invisible, not knowing where we are going, but still going. Certainly requires a pat on our backs for ourselves, congratulating. Only when we sincerely attempt, the unknown will be known. We become more and more familiar about that unfamiliar. Every day we go into this field, that emptiness. What is it? Didn't know what that was before. But now I know it through the experience that I have, some direction I'm seeing for myself, some feeling of great joy and bliss that I see, and I'm part of this light. I find some connection to everybody. I get to know it as the quality of it is to be in that connection with everyone. Somewhere the confidence develops. I know it as that confidence. But these are qualities that are coming from inside. They're not coming from somebody who's inspiring. It's coming from inside, which means that it is there with you. If it is from outside, the person is not there, the thing is not there, that situation is not there, then it is gone. But here it is from within. So we come to the greatest conclusion. When we are going into the unknown, the more we make the unknown known, that it is the most powerful guidance that we can have with ourselves. Making friendship with that greatest intelligence, nothing short of it. And that's what we are doing in this 35 days. And who wants to lose the friend who is the greatest that ever exists? And so then we decide to continue. in all of it. The direction of what to do, the direction and then clarity of what to do is essential to feel satisfied. We have many faculties. What do I do? And what if I do, would that make me deeply happy and joyful? Patriji so beautifully put it. We all get to know something that we must do from inside. We all get to know automatically what is that I need to do. And then in general, all of us go and align to it. And there may be a confusion from time to time of what to do. And sometimes we are too overly busy and then get stuck in the outward life. Sometimes that confusion may last too long of what to do, what is the right thing for me to do, right thing for me to create. But this what to do from time to time is and can be termed as a purpose. That's all it is. But that's very important. Someone to be greatly physically healthy and fit, mentally strong and sound, emotionally resilient. If I don't know what to do, then I suddenly withdraw, I suddenly lose confidence, I suddenly feel lack of love for myself because I just start feeling that I'm not doing, I'm just wasting my time. Self-esteem goes low. Even if I know that my only thing to do is to just stay quiet and then be in silence with myself for a year, that is good enough to have that clarity that in the next 1 year, I'm going to be in silence. Next 10 years, all I need to do is to give my presence to my people around me. If I know that, it's not non-doing, it is doing, to be in silence, to give my presence. That is knowing that I need to be doing nothing other than be there is also good enough for this purpose, dear friends. It is there for everyone. As long as in the body there is a purpose. There is no concept of retirement. If in the body there is a purpose, if I'm breathing, there is a purpose for this body. If the car is running, we know we're going to use it for something. It's clear, it's obvious, we don't need to tell. If this watch is there and it works, it's running, then it has a purpose and it's going to give me the time. I use it. And so is the case with the body. From time to time, while what we do can change as we change, but we do know that every moment and every time there is something that we are here to do and express. It is a way to keep our inner nature joyful and happy. Consciousness is exploring itself through each and every one of us to experience its magnanimous power, and everything becomes an experience. And so there isn't a state where you say, now I'm retired, there's nothing to do. Number one, consciousness set itself up the right environment around us so that we can experience whatever that we are doing with the full of joy and great meaning and satisfaction. I am given talent of being able to synthesize various points of view information in many dimensions, put that together, and then maybe speak about it in a simple language that everyone could synthesize information. If there's a talent given to me, then if every time I use that, and then I know that I feel that I've done a great job of myself, I feel the satisfaction. In other words, when we utilize the uniqueness of what we are, whatever is given to us, and if you utilize that and expressing it, then I am satisfied. And then when that is unique, which means that unique between among all of us, naturally, then it gives a unique experience to somebody else. So it becomes service to others. Bismillah Khan, when he's using Shahnai, is very, very unique for him. Unique talent given to him, utilized it. He knew about it and he utilized it. And so it became greatest service to so many people in soothing their minds and hearts. And they listen to Shahnai. It becomes automatically a great service to others when we utilize our uniqueness. Because if it is unique, means that it is not there with others, and so naturally they find a new experience through your uniqueness when you're expressed. Purpose, dear friends, is in many ways being deeply satisfied with ourselves in whatever we find to do. If we are satisfied, then you can be at peace with yourself. Otherwise, there is agitation. When you're at peace with yourself, you emit that radiation, that energy, and so then others also find the same. If we are here to explore and experience by ourselves, and then we let others also experience by themselves without interfering, then the energy we emit must be something that supports others. And that energy we emit must be something of higher emotion, peace, joy, compassion, kindness, bliss, adventure. And that requires us to be in that state in whatever we do. So let's understand this a little bit. After meditation, relax yourself, dear friend, sit comfortably. That meditation is increasing our inner voice constantly from time to time. What is it that I must do for the next few months, for the next few years? Should I be in this job? Should I change to something? Should I take a break? Should I go into that service project? It is always giving, that inner voice is always there. But many a times we ignore the voice because that survival, that conditioning to be acquiring more, conditioning to be holding on to things, because the future may not be the way what we think, which is called survival thinking, is what makes us many times reject that voice that is coming to us all the time. But we know meditation clears that voice. Meditation removes that noise, and so that we hear. We know all of it as purpose. After meditation, relax yourself. We're practicing breath meditation. Our goal is to be resting the mind. We want to empty the mind, lower the volume of thought in our mind. And when you reduce the volume of thought in our mind, we are slowly, slowly resting the mind, going to empty states of the mind. When you do that, we automatically are going into this field of intelligence. Relax yourself with eyes closed, dear friends. Relax your body. Crossing your feet at ankle, with your fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested. Closing your eyes, remove the glasses if you're wearing. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. We are going into powerful group meditation. We are going into powerful group meditation. Merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, calmness, It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly and slowly merge into that emptiness of blackness. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience that greater emptiness, the field of consciousness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness. All emptiness is energy. A field of wisdom, a field of greatest will. This is the quantum field of energy. All that exists, all that creates. The longer you linger in this field of energy, the longer you stay connected to this field of emptiness, of no body. The more you tune in to that inner guidance, the more conscious you become about the experiences you draw into your life. the longer you stay connected to this field of possibilities, the more you experience that uncommon, you receive that uncommon. The more experiences you draw into your life, align to your greater purpose, the longer you are in this emptiness, tuning in to that inner guidance, the more meaningful your experiences become. Merge into the emptiness of yourself, the divine self, that greater intelligence. Relax your body. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, with your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, you may open your eyes.
If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to with an open mind and just a little bit of time. serves my highest good, then it will be mine.
Okay, friends. Hope you enjoy the session. Anyone would like to share? Hope you're enjoying the program. Anybody? No. Mhm. Can you unmute? Yes, madam. Sargadam Bhavya Lakshmi, madam. Are you speaking? I'm not able to hear. Yes, Nidhi, madam, are you speaking or what's going on? Say something.
He's on mute.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, you can unmute and talk.
సార్ నేను అదే ఇంగ్లీష్ అర్థమవుతుంది కానీ తెలుగులో అంత స్పీకింగ్ చెప్పలేను కానీ నా ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అన్ని ఎప్పుడు మీతో షేర్ చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నాను సార్. నేను 2020 నుంచి ఉన్నానండి మెడిటేషన్ లో మీ మీ మన బుద్ధ శ్రీ ఫౌండేషన్ లో. తెలుగులో మాట్లాడే ప్రాబ్లం లేదు కదా?
చెప్పండి, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
అదే అయితే ఎప్పటి నుంచో అంటే అందరినీ కోటి సార్ని కానీ అందరిని అడుగుతున్నాను నేను తెలుగులో చెప్పాలన్న ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అని. నాకు మీకు ఈ అవకాశం వచ్చినా నేను చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను సార్. ఎందుకంటే చాలా సార్లు ట్రై చేశాను మీతో మాట్లాడాలని, నాకు ఎప్పుడు అవ్వట్లేదు, రావట్లేదు అనమాట. అయితే ఏంటంటే 2020లో నేను మామూలు మెడిటేషన్ అప్పటికే 10 ఇయర్స్ బట్టి అది వైజాగ్ రావణం గారి ద్వారా నేను మెడిటేషన్లోకి వచ్చాను ఉండేదాన్ని. 2020లో ఇంట్లో అంటే మెడిటేషన్ ఆగిపోయింది. బుద్ధ ప్రకాష్ అన్ని ఏమో లేదమ్మా మనకి ఇలా బుద్ధ సిఇఓ గారి ద్వారా ఇలాగా మనకి చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు ఈయన చెప్తున్నారు ఆన్లైన్ లో ఉన్నది, నువ్వు బయటకి వెళ్ళవసలేదు కరోనాలోని అని మీ లింక్ అది ఇచ్చారనమాట. నేను అప్పటి నుంచి మీ ద్వారా అక్టోబర్లో అనుకుంటాను స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాను జర్నీ చేస్తున్నాను అనమాట. ఇలాగా మా పెద్దపాపకి పిల్లలు కొంచెం లేట్ అనమాట, ఒక 2 ఇయర్స్ 3 ఇయర్స్ అయింది. అందరూ అన్నారు నువ్వు మెడిటేషన్ చేస్తున్నావు కదా ఇలా పర్లేదు అనుకో అంటే వాళ్ళు మనం చేయొచ్చో లేదని నాకు తెలియదు. మన కోసం కోరుకోవచ్చు అని తెలుసు. లేదు పిల్లల కోసం అయితే మాత్రం కోరుకోవచ్చు, ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు అంటే సరే ఓకే అనేసి నేను మెడిటేషన్ మీకు కరెక్ట్గా మన క్లాస్ అప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పడం స్టార్ట్ అయింది అనమాట. అంటే అక్టోబర్ నవంబర్ కరెక్ట్గా డేట్ గుర్తులేదులేండి. కూర్చుని నేను ఒకటే అనుకున్నాను, పాపకి బాబు అదే బాబు అని అనుకోలేదు, పాపకి పిల్లలు పుట్టాలి అని ధ్యానంలో మీతో పాటు 40 days జర్నీ చేశాను. ఇంకా 40 days ఇంకా కంప్లీట్ అవ్వలేదు. 30 days దగ్గర నుంచి నాకు మీరు కనిపించేవారు అనమాట. నాకు బాబు పుట్టాను, మీరు బాబుని పట్టుకున్నట్టు, మీరు నాకు బాబుని ఇచ్చినట్టు, ఇంకంతా మీతోటి అనమాట. నాకు మీరంటే గురువుగా నేను బాబును నేను ఎత్తుకున్నట్టు. ఇంకా పాపకి ఇంకా అప్పటికి తెలిసింది ఇలాగ కన్సీవ్ అయిందని. నేను ఒక 25 days అయిన తర్వాత మమ్మీ ఇలా కన్సీవ్ అయ్యానని చెప్పింది. నేను చాలా హ్యాపీ ఫీల్ అయ్యింది. తర్వాత ఇంకా 40 days కూడా కంప్లీట్ అవ్వలేదేమో. ప్రతి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఇంకా నాకు కళ్ళు అంటే మీరే నాకు చూపించారు అన్నమాట. బాబుని ఇలా చూపించడానికి నేను వెంటనే చెప్పాను వాళ్ళకి, అమ్మ బాబు పుడతాడు, చంద్ర సార్ కనిపించారు నాకు ఇలాగా ఇలా బాబుని పట్టుకొని చూపించారు. అయితే బ్లాక్ గా కలర్ మట్టుకెళ్ళి బ్లాక్ గా ఉన్నాడు ఇలా అన్ని చెప్తే వాళ్ళు కూడా హ్యాపీ చాలా ఫీల్ అయ్యారు అనమాట. ఇంకా అప్పటి నుంచి అంటే నేను మెడిటేషన్ మీతో అలా కంటిన్యూ చేస్తున్నాను కొద్ది సీరియల్లోనే, ఎప్పుడు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అలా చెప్పడం అవ్వట్లేదు. కానీ రీసెంట్ గా కూడా మళ్ళీ మొన్న మన క్లాసెస్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాయి కదా, పాపకి 5 years బ్యాక్, అదే 5 years అయితే మధ్యలో అబార్షన్ అవడం, మళ్ళీ పిల్లలకి ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది అనమాట. వాళ్ళు చెప్తున్నాను చేయమని, ముగ్గురు నా పిల్లలు ముగ్గురు బీటెక్ చేస్తున్నారు, జాబులు చేస్తున్నారు, చెప్తున్నాను మెడిటేషన్ చేయండి ఇలా క్లాసులు అవుతున్నాయి అన్ని చెప్తున్నాను. కానీ ఇంకా వాళ్ళు వినట్లేదు. సర్లే ఎవరో ఇది అదని నేను మాత్రం కంటిన్యూ చేస్తున్నాను. మొన్న రీసెంట్ గా కూడా పాప మొన్న చెప్పింది ఒక 1 week బ్యాక్, మమ్మీ మళ్ళీ కన్సీవ్ అయ్యానని. నాకు నిజంగా హ్యాపీ అనిపిస్తుంది. అమ్మ చంద్రశాస్త్రి ఈసారి కూడా నేను నా ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అంతా షేర్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఫస్ట్ టైం అప్పుడు ఇలా షేర్ చేసుకున్నాను, ఇప్పుడు కూడా షేర్ చేయాలి కనీసం. ఇప్పుడే నేను నాకు హ్యాపీగా అనిపించింది సార్. అంటే ఇప్పటికి ఇంకా 15 days 20 days అయింది. అక్కడ ఇంకా డాక్టర్ దగ్గర అయితే వెళ్ళలేదు. నేను మళ్ళీ ఇదే ధ్యానంలో పెట్టుకున్నాను అనమాట ఈసారి కూడా. పాపకి ఎవరో ఒకరి పిల్లలు పుడితే పోనీ బాగుంటుంది, 5 years అయిపోయింది. అంటే హెల్త్ ప్రాసెస్లు ఇవన్నీ ఎప్పుడు పెట్టుకుంటూ ఉంటున్నాం కానీ మనీ అవి నాకు ఎందుకో పెద్దగా ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అవ్వట్లేదు మధ్యలో మన క్లాస్ మీ క్లాస్ అవుతున్నప్పుడల్లా. కానీ పిల్లలదైతే మాత్రం నాకు చాలా అనుభవం అనిపించింది సార్. నాకు నిజంగా మీతో ఈ షేర్ పంచుకోండి. మీరు మునోపాకి వస్తున్నారు కోటి సార్ అన్న కలాంటి పోండి మేడం అని. నాకు అంటే ఇంట్లో కొంచెం ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అవకాశం అవ్వలేదు అనమాట. ఇంట్లో ఈయన నాకు కొద్ది ఫ్రీడమ్ ఇవ్వలేదు, కొద్ది బయటకు వెళ్ళడం అది. నేను అంత బయట క్లాసులు కాటికి పెద్ద అటెండ్ అవ్వకపోయినా మీ ద్వారా మాత్రం ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్ మాత్రం అలా కంటిన్యూ, ఇంకెప్పుడు మధ్యలో ఒక 2 days 3 days బ్రేక్ ఇస్తే కంటిన్యూ చేస్తూనే ఉంటాను. నవంబర్లో మా పాప మ్యారేజ్ అని ఒక 1 month ఆగాను. కానీ అప్పుడు మళ్ళీ కోటి గారు మళ్ళీ నెంబర్లు అన్ని, అయ్యో నాకు ఇలా అన్ని ఐడీలు పోయండి ఎలా అంటే నెంబర్స్ అన్ని ఇచ్చారు మన వాళ్ళు. మన మీ టీం మెంబర్స్ అందరూ మాత్రం మంచి కోఆపరేషన్ సార్. నిజంగా అది మాత్రం మంచి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. సుజాత మేడం గారు కూడా మాట్లాడాను మధ్యలో, జీకే గారితో తెలుగు క్లాసుల్లో కూడా మాట్లాడాను, జీకే గారితో తెలుగులోని. అప్పుడు మీరు అటెండ్ అయ్యారు కానీ మీతో మాట్లాడదాం అంటే నాకు అప్పుడు కూడా సేమ్ ఇలాగే అవ్వలేదు. ఈసారి నాకు మాత్రం నిజంగా భగవంతుడి ఇచ్చిన దిట్టంగా అనిపించిందండి. అంటే ఈయనకి ఎందుకో మెడిటేషన్ అంటే ఎందుకు పెద్ద ఇష్ట పెట్టుకోరు. ఈయన ఏమో కాశీ వెళ్ళారు అనమాట ప్రెజెంట్. ఇలా మాట్లాడడానికి కూడా ఇలా అవకాశం ఉందేమో అనుకున్నాను. వాళ్ళేమో
ఓకే
సరే అని ట్రై చేశాను అనమాట ఈ రోజు. అదే సార్ నిజంగా ఎక్సలెంట్ సార్. మీ అందరికీ కృతజ్ఞతలు సార్. థ్యాంక్స్ సార్. మీరు అంటే ఎంత మంచి టీం నడుపుతున్నందుకు. అవును, అలాగే నేను ఏంటంటే అదే మనీ పంపించడం నాకు ఆ ప్రాసెస్ తెలియట్లేదు సార్. అంటే మనకి ఇలా మంచి చేస్తుంటే మెడిటేషన్ లో తెలుసుకుంటే ఇవ్వాలి కదా సార్. నాకు ఏదో ఏదైంది అదే కోటి గారి ద్వారా మళ్ళీ ట్రై చేస్తాను. అంటే నాకు చేతన ఇంట్లో నేను కూడా ఏంటంటే మీ ఇందులో బాగా పంచుకుంటాను సార్. అది మా షేరింగ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
మీరు మనీ కోసం చేయరు, అదే ఫ్రీ క్లాసులు చెప్పడం నిజంగా ఇదంతా మాత్రం చాలా బాగుంది సార్. మా పాపకి నిజంగా ఇంక ఈసారి అదే ఇదైతే వాళ్ళకి అసలు ఎంత చెప్పినా పిల్లలు కూడా వినట్లేదు సార్. నేను
మేడం
అంటే ఎందుకు చెప్పండి సార్.
ఓకే, సో థ్యాంక్ యూ. మీ
పిల్లలు ఎలా
యువర్
తీసుకురావాలో మాకు
మీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ చాలా బాగుంది. వాళ్ళకి ఎప్పుడు కూడా మంచి సరైనది అవ్వాలని కోరుకోండి. నెంబర్ 1,
అదే సార్.
వాళ్ళకి ఏది సరి అయిందో అది కావాలి అని కోరుకోవాలి. మనకి ఎంతో క్లారిటీ ఉండాలి స్పెసిఫిక్గా ఇది కావాలి అనడానికి. ఓకే, అప్పుడు కరెక్ట్గా జరుగుతుంది. మనకి బాగా
అవును సార్.
క్లారిటీ ఉండి మనకి ఎన్నో ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉండి అప్పుడు ఇది అని కోరుకోవటం నో ప్రాబ్లం. బట్ అదర్వైజ్ ఏది రైట్ అది కావాలని కోరుకుంటే చాలా ఈజీ అందరికీ కూడా. మనం
అవును
కార్మిక
సార్.
అనుకోము. Okay, friends, so Master and Madam is saying that is of course expressed in Telugu language, my native language. She's been practicing since 2020 and she goes very nicely, deeply into meditation practices with us. And she wished for her daughter to be conceived, and she's heard the news that she conceived. She sees in visions that apparently I'm showing a baby to her, or whatever masters come and then show the energy and then baby. So she's very happy about it. And towards the end, she's saying, I would like to contribute whichever way, that I would also like to be part in my own way. I may be giving less or whatever, but it doesn't matter, but I want to be part of it. And she tries to find ways to do it. come from Visakhapatnam area. All right. So thank you, Lakshmi Garu. Okay.
భాగ్యలక్ష్మి గారు
Okay.
చాలా నాకు చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది సార్. నేను ఈ రోజుతో అంటే కంటిన్యూ చేస్తున్నా. నేను మీతో ఇంకా మాట్లాడడానికి నాకు నిజంగా భగవంతుడు అంటే యూనివర్స్ ఇచ్చిన సోర్స్ అని అనుకుంటున్నాను అనమాట. రిలేషన్స్
Yes.
ఇవన్నీ అన్ని పక్కన పెడితే మాత్రం ఆత్మబంధువులు అనిపించింది సార్. నాకు
Yes.
నిజంగా హ్యాపీ అనిపించి కాకపోతే ఒకటిసారి నాకు తెలియదు పిల్లలు ముగ్గురిని నేను ధ్యానంలోకి ఎలా తీసుకురావాలన్నది నాకు అసలు అర్థం కావట్లేదు సార్. వాళ్ళు ఎన్నో ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ తో ఫేస్ చేస్తున్నారు సార్. అంటే హెల్త్
Okay.
ఇష్యూ అని స్ట్రెస్
Okay.
లని కానీ
So our
అసలు నేను
question is,
తీసుకురాలేకపోతున్నాను సార్.
నేను అనకాపల్లి వచ్చినప్పుడు మీరు రండి అక్కడికి ఒకసారి, అక్కడ మాట్లాడండి. బట్ పిల్లల్ని ఎలా తీసుకొస్తాము? హౌ టు బ్రింగ్ చిల్డ్రన్ ఇన్ టు మెడిటేషన్. పిల్లలు ఎప్పుడు మనం చేసింది చూసి చేస్తారు. ఒకటి.
అవునండి.
ఓకే. సో మనం చేయాలి. మనం ఇంపాక్ట్ఫుల్గా తయారవుతూ ఉంటే మన మాట, మన ప్రవర్తన, మన ప్రతి పనిలో కూడా మనం చక్కగా ఉండగలుగుతాం. మన ఎమోషన్ అవన్నీ కూడా మనం బిహేవ్ చేసి చూపిస్తున్నప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి తెలుస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఎంత మార్పు ఉందా దీనిలో, అయితే మనం కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు అని. ఒకటి. 2, వెయిట్ చేయండి పేషెంట్గా. మీరు చెప్తూ ఉంటే తర్వాత ఎప్పటికైతే వాళ్ళు అప్పుడు వస్తారు. అందరూ ఒకేసారి రావాలి లేదు కదా, కానీ
అంటే
వస్తారు.
ఇంకా వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నామండి. కాకపోతే
అంతే.
ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళు జాబ్స్ పరంగా కొంచెం స్ట్రెస్నెస్ అవన్నీ చూస్తున్నాను. చూసి అనిపిస్తుంది అనమాట వీళ్ళకి ఏంటంటే అమృతం దొరుకుతున్నా కూడా అందుకోలేకపోతున్నారేమో. కొంచెం చాలా బాధ అనిపిస్తుంది అనమాట. ఏంటి ఎనర్జీ లెవెల్స్ తీసుకోలేకపోతున్నారు ఏంటి ఇలాగా ఒక్క అరగంట
Yeah.
ఎక్కువ కాకపోయినా కనీసం మీ ద్వారా అయినా కొన్ని ఇలా క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక ½ అవర్ కదా మీరు కొన్ని
ఓకే,
అట్లీస్ట్ 6:30 to 7
మన తర్వాత
కూర్చుంటే
మాట్లాడదాం మేడం.
బాగుండు.
తర్వాత
ఓకే,
మాట్లాడదాం.
థ్యాంక్ యూ
నంబర్
సార్. క్లాస్ కదండి, ఇంటర్నేషనల్ క్లాస్. ఓకే సార్,
నంబర్
థ్యాంక్
తీసుకొని
యూ సార్.
ఒకసారి ఫోన్ చేయండి, మాట్లాడతాం మీతో.
మీ
ఓకే.
మీ నెంబర్ తీసుకుని కోటి గారు ఇస్తారా సార్?
యా ఇస్తాడు, ఫోన్ చేయండి. ఓకే.
ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, purpose of life. Meditation aligns us to purpose of life. So a few things here. Mahatma Gandhi ji says, purpose of life is to know oneself. You would have thought Mahatma Gandhi would say purpose of life is to do service. But that's a derivative for him. Know who you are. Know that you are that you can't but exhibit limitless compassion, that you can't but do whatever that you think you can do. All of that is what happens when you know yourself. It's that life is purpose is undoubtedly to know oneself. And if you cannot do it unless you identify ourselves with all that lives. And he says this is possible by doing boundless, selfless service. So for him, knowing yourself is identifying yourself with everyone as you. And he uses the word boundless, means infinite, limitless. Selfless means, you are everything. Then Dalai Lama ji, who is so popular everywhere, obviously they have right to use here. And I would say the very purpose of life is to be happy. And something more deeper. We always want contentment, and it says the more we care for the happiness of others, the more you get that contentment with you. Whatever may be the little act you do, but you care for others, then you feel that contentment. So prescribing a path of service. Then Patriji, purpose of every person on this earth is to regale himself or herself with the highest possible enjoyment, entertainment, and enlightenment. Now, Patriji recognizes we are body, mind, energy. We're all three. We're observed and observer. And we enlighten ourselves more about this observer, that energy, the feel, the soul nature of ourselves. enjoy highest in this body, entertain highest in this mind. And fundamentally saying suffering is not there and no one needs to suffer. Everyone must experience something. What that am I saying? The purpose of life is to be happy. Patriji says experiencing towards joy, towards entertainment, towards enlightenment. When you gain great knowledge, we feel very, very joyful, isn't it? Just this 40-day program, as we stimulate our intellect and then as we understand the greater part that are possible through us, it just, even if you're not experienced it, the knowing that everything is possible itself is great joy. Enlightenment is to know that the highest possibility exists for each of us, no matter what our circumstances are. So in Patriji's saying, one thing becomes certain, that if you enjoy, if you entertain, anyway, it's all energy, field of energy. Whatever you experience is what you spread. If you're joyful, you spread joy. If you're suffering, you spread suffering. Pretty simple. You're enlightened, you give that enlightened knowledge to others. If I feel, oh, I'm this body and this is not going to last for too long and then I've got too many problems in my life, that's the only thing I can give to others, nothing else. On the contrary, if I feel no matter what my body is like, but I can heal it, no matter what my current political situation is, that it is bound to change, my thought matters. So then I create, and then when you give that knowledge, then we actually continue to create. From 1 becomes 2 and 2 becomes 3. You're lighting the candles with that knowledge. By telling that the world is going to go into doom, it's all going to be doomed and this and that, you are making candles go away one by one. So his concept, the service concept of helping others is implicit. He's saying all 3 faculties are the body, mind, energy. Keep them joyful, keep them happy. And then that's words from Patrisa. Purpose of life, dear friends, is at a great level is to apply our unique talent in service of others. When are you happy? When you apply your unique talent, whatever is your uniqueness, you talk about it, you share it, you live it, you're happy. You know, when I learned computers, that became my unique talent. It gave me a tremendous source of joy every time I went and utilized it for something. When I learned meditation, talking about computers was great, but talking about meditation started giving me super joy, deep satisfaction. I recognize my uniqueness is then meditation over computer science. There are many people who could teach computers, many could apply computer science, but a few people who can give meditation to those computer scientists. There are many leaders who are able to run companies greatly, to handle teams greatly, to innovate, to create. But there are few people who have meditation can give that to leadership. I felt that is more empowering at that point. Whatever is your uniqueness, you give it and you feel joyful. We have a master in Dubai who is singing beautifully. And there may be many things, but then now she recognizes that no, the more she gives the singing to others, the more she feels so much joy and satisfaction. And she wants to participate. Purpose for each of us is to apply our unique talent in service of others. We recognize what is our unique talent. Patriji says it will be revealed to us. It will be revealed to us when we are constantly in our life, when we are not distracted. It becomes easier to catch what that is. purpose varies from time to time. I was joyfully inventing many things through computers. I was joyfully doing many projects at college, studying and then enriching myself. I was very happy doing what I was doing. But today, I'm very, very happy in sharing. It varies from time to time. I was loving my work when I was at IBM as an executive, doing what I was doing, integrating a business into the IBM business, while I was sharing meditation knowledge. But the same thing was no longer interesting after that. The whole business integration was no longer interesting after a few years. The same thing I was enjoying to the core was not interesting anymore after a few years. That's when I recognize and say, okay, now it's no longer the case that I need to be spending my time with. It happens to every individual. The energy breaks. Whatever you're enjoying, the time you're spending with the children no longer seem like is satisfying. Either they're not giving the same level of attention to you, neither you have the same level of attention. You know it, that it is not necessary anymore for you to spend the time where the child who is already grown, who is already taking care of himself or herself. As your purpose changes, we need to recognize it changes from time to time, and a way we recognize it if we are open to it. Purpose is different from person to person. It cannot be the same because we are subjectively there experiencing aspects of consciousness, and so each one of us have different purposes. One finds joy in writing, another finds joy in sharing, another finds joy in technical hosting, another finds joy in teaching technology. There are many, many things for different people, different purposes. But the overarching purpose of life, very few people may have it. There is one thing that is there for the whole lifetime. There's one thing that is there for the whole lifetime, everyone, that's learning and enjoying. Constantly learn and constantly experience life. That's common to everyone. But saying that, okay, I'm going to teach meditation, I'm going to be this establishing an ashram do thing, I'm going to be a scientist for our life, possible for a few who are knowing that and then they're able to live through it, but it need not be the same. As it changes time to time, all it requires is to align to what I need to do today from this moment and what I need to do maybe 2 years later. It's time to time we need to align what that is. How do we know that we are in the purpose? When you're aligned with your inner calling, something is telling you and said, hey, go and start the business. You did it. You aligned. So you're in your purpose. When you're in path of service, you know you're in purpose. When you're in helping others, you know you're in purpose. When you're in service aligned to your inner calling, you're in your great purpose. You're not serving just because people told you it is the right thing to do. Even then, if you're able to give time for service, you are in the path, you are into the purpose. Trusting the work and the process. When you are doing some work and you trust that whatever is there with you is the right thing for you, if you have the feeling of trust, then you're on your purpose. If you're looking for something and say, okay, I don't know if I'm doing it right, then not there yet. But you got this deep trust with your work that you're doing and say, wow, the right thing is to me happening in your purpose automatically. You're moving beyond ego and limitation. You're not limiting yourself. You're not trying to say that I am the one doing this. And when you're dropping all of these aspects, then you're slowly going into your purpose. When you operate in a flow, that means whatever that you're doing is happening effortlessly, happening beyond time and space. You don't even realize the time when you're doing something. You start off and then for 6 hours later you find and say, oh, already 6 hours pass. That means you're in a beautiful flow of whatever that is you're doing. Then you are on your purpose. Musicians, they're in their purpose. When they go into practice of music, they don't realize time. When you are in meditation, you are in your greatest purpose because you don't even realize time. You go in there. You open a book and want to read. Before you realize half the book is done. Your mom is telling you, hey, come for lunch. It's already 4 p.m. in the evening. That's flow. Then you're in the purpose. It's a difference. How to align? Patriji said it happened naturally. If you just live through it, there may be confusion, but this inner guidance gives you so much strongly, comes and comes. You can align, but you can accelerate the process of alignment to the purpose by 3 things. You listen to your heart, inner voice. Of course, that's what we are saying. How do I improve my inner voice? Intuitiveness. How do I connect to my intuitive mind? The disconnected mind, the disconnected from the field, can I connect back? Do meditation service. Second thing. Third, do something new, experiment. I don't know what you're doing, when you're not sure what you're doing is not the right thing, or when you're not happy about what you're doing and you want to do something, which clearly means that you may be confused about what you're doing today if you're not happy about it, not joyful about it. Then 3 things. Tune into your inner voice, do meditation service, not any service, and do something new, experiment. Meditation, by now, as most of you can tell, for most, it is developing that intuitive inner guidance. It is telling you something to do. Now, this is there for everyone, it develops. But the thing is, many are not ready to change course. They're not ready to let go of what they're doing today. Or people tell me if I don't talk about my children and if I don't show the interest of being with the children, then people tell me, my in-laws, my family, my society tells me that you are a poor mother, you're poor parents, you don't take care of them. Even though they're grown up, even though they're already on their own, we still want to hold on to them, not knowing that we are stifling them, we're suffocating them, but just holding on to a grown-up child who wants to be with themselves. Your inner voice tells you to do something else, but then we still hold on to what that is. You acquired enough wealth. Your inner voice tells you, hey, it is fine, just go forward, go travel. We still hold on to that survival thinking. You're not ready to change. But otherwise, for most people, when meditating, and for everyone without an exception, that inner voice is constantly speaking. Do this, change your job. And how do I know when my enjoyment breaks? I'm not enjoying the same thing if I'm doing before, but the voice is, that's called heart space. Heart is knows. You're dragging yourself to work. Heart knows that it's not the right thing for you. It doesn't give you an excited feeling. So the time for change. The insights are there. When you're going into a workshop or a program, a conference, then you suddenly get inspired with an idea. Then you are shown those things in your next day and the next day and next day through something or the other. That means that inner voice is there. That voice is showing you because you're recognizing that either in your meditation or as synchronicities. All of those are voices telling you to change course, change your field, start a business, go into music practice if that's what is really important for you. Pursue your passion of photography. The second thing, dear friends, purpose is revealed, and many people come and then when they don't know, then we say, hey, take up meditation service. They're confused about your career options, confused about many things you don't know. Then go and then do meditation service with the best possible way. Give maximum time, not minimum time. Don't say that, no, 4 hours I gave on a Sunday in a month and say, okay, I've done a lot of service. Okay, that's fine. You got some free time you're giving. Don't be satisfied with something a little of that you do and say, okay, I'm done. If you're satisfied, you're not going to do more of it. Be satisfied in the moment, but be unsatisfied in the next moment. That's the soul nature, by the way. That's how creation happens. Creation happens when you're not satisfied. We are happy and joyful in the moment. In the next moment, we are saying, and so then you create, you experience life. So meditation service, dear friends, spreading the wisdom of oneness and wholeness, and then giving the tools to practice, is a way you are giving clarity to people of what to do next. You are enabling them, empowering them. So what you give to others is what you receive. We have seen it, many people, when they're not clear, when they take up the service to the best possible way, not the least possible way, and so then in a few months, they're able to land onto what they really think is important. It's not necessarily meditation service alone. It could be just going back and finding a great job, an innovative job that they found in a company, so they go there. But when we are not sure, when we're not able to catch that inner voice, we feel still confusing, then doing service helps, is helping. The third thing, dear friends, is do something new. George Bernard Shaw, a life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable and also more useful than life spent doing nothing. So just because I don't know what to do, we don't stop doing anything. You do something. Gita always says, karma is better than akarma. And then good karma is better than bad karma. Satya karma is better than good karma. They're all there. But at least do something first. And so do something new is a way to know, and this is an iterative process. You got to do something new. Suppose people want to know they're not satisfied in their life. So I want to know about me. I want to know what it is, know more. And so they're coming with one meditation practice. They come to one organization. At least they take a step, go to a spiritual organization, start exploring with them. You be fully involved in it. You start exploring. And then after a few days, you don't feel still joy and satisfaction. You're committed to try to do, not there. Okay, now you go and do something else. You eliminate by iteration. Common sense, it is there. But we do something new, not the same thing. That's what it is saying. When you do differently, you get different results, right? You do the same thing, you get the same result. If you're not happy with what you're doing, then you obviously got to do something new. Common sense. So they're then waiting to know exactly this is what I want to do, then jump in to do. So then a few things that we can figure out here. Filter areas that take you into flow. So you identify and say, what is my core ability? If you know a lot of, you speak good English, go and then try to teach English. Something new. Or you have this desire that, okay, I want to start the business, but you don't have courage, you don't have clarity. Then, but at least the desire is there to do something. Either desire or ability, whatever that you have and you know, identify, and then try to go in to see if that's going to take you into a flow. So if you have an intention and say, okay, I would like to learn music because I feel somewhere that's going to be there. I like to learn Bhagavad Gita. I'd like to start a business. You don't know, but that's the right thing for you. Want to teach Bhagavad Gita, you don't know the right thing for you. How can you leave your job and teach Bhagavad Gita? For that you have to learn, for that you have to start. So the worry may be there. When that is there, then here is what you do. Whatever you want to take up, do it beyond your comfort zone. That means you challenge yourself. Don't do it when you have free time. Oh, I have a free time on the third Saturday. I will do it. That's not how you go into your purpose. Do it on the days when you're super busy. It's called do it until it hurts you. Meaning when you're very busy, many things are there, you create time there and say, okay, this thing that is very busy activity, I will delegate to somebody, even though it's uncomfortable, and I will do a little of what I want to do now. Your peak time is there. Your peak time where you're spending time with your family, whatever that you're doing is there. See, in the first place, you're not sure of what you're doing is right or wrong. And so when you have a family time, when you have your peak work time where it is there, where you thought it's impossible to take the time off, that's the time you go out of comfort zone, request for a change, request for a time off that time, and then go and then do that Gita study or that business plan. You make a little bit of business plan. When you go out of your comfort zone, and then you do that new activity, whatever activity you want to do. If you want to start a business, write a small business plan. Take a small task. If you want to teach Bhagavad Gita, take 5 slokas and then do them, learn them not in a comfort zone, but pushing yourself beyond. And then in that time and space where you thought it's very important for other things, that time you take a Bhagavad Gita, read the slokas, and then know about them, and then set up a small session to give to somebody. So write up a business plan to see if you enjoy the process. Take up a music class and then see if you're enjoying. See when you're displaced what you thought was important with something more which may take you into the purpose. Then if you enjoy it, if you love it, and if you forget yourself doing it, then you are hit your purpose. Because you're trading off something you're already doing important with something new that could be your purpose, then you got to do it at that time. Not when you are free, not when that 4th Saturday comes, that's when you're free. Okay, I'll go and read Bhagavad Gita. Okay, it's a free time, you're filling up. That's all it is. The difference, when you do something new beyond your comfort zone, and then if you recognize that you're going into a flow state, that means you forget and you're really so joyful in doing that little activity, then you're hitting your purpose. Then you know that you are there. Then you can very comfortably leave the old, embrace the new. Is another way. It's a method of iteration. But at least in everything you try, you learn something what not to do. So always doing something is greater than doing nothing. So difference. So purpose is different from time to time. Purpose is being revealed to us. Best way is to listen to our heart. Meditation is the greatest way to listen, to contemplate. Contemplation is also greatly enhanced when you meditate. Going into silence. When you go into silence, after a few days of it, you will know what is the thing to do. You will have so much clarity you gain. What's that thing to do for yourself, right? And then we said, do meditation service when you don't know. And then we're saying, if neither of these are interesting to you, do something new. Experiment with yourself. Whatever is that desire that is coming to you, whatever is the talent you acquired, go and then apply it. Taking a project. That's how we get into a purpose. But it's sure that everyone will get into their purpose at some time or the other, automatically, if you just continue the life. That's one way of doing it. Thank you very much for joining. Yes, Nidhi madam, any announcements?
Yes, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session, sir. I could align so much, and now I'm seeing how I came into meditation. I'm seeing like I was getting the synchronicities of meditation, and then I came into the started with the Buddha Seva meditation, and I just went into the flow, and now I see how service has automatically aligned everything in my life and everything happening automatically, and also helping me to be consistent in my practice. And so yes, sir, I could totally align to today's wisdom, and thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful wisdom. Yes, friends, we have book club today, so it is starting at 8:15 a.m. IST. The book is The Surrender Experiment. It's been taken by Vigneshwaran and Dinesh KR sir. So please do join the book club and share. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Nidhi Madam. So thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow. There are many comments that people have written. I would like you to read them after this break.
Yes.
Go ahead.
May the light
Okay.
Read.
Okay. So we have wonderful sharings from the participant. One of the participant is saying very intense meditation experience, got deep very soon. Sharing few here. Within few minutes, saw campfire burning in the background, old village, and with broken concretes, and again fire coming in every scene. Within few minutes, felt like seeing wood fire burning to my left in meditation, mind seeing multiple fires within the background, old village, and some time felt fire lines surrounded across where I was sitting, and suddenly saw some Shiva Parvati
Nidhi,
like image.
that master is there. Maybe he or she can
Yeah.
express.
Let me bring to the panel.
Yeah, I just promoted.
Why don't you express Gen AI, a master name? I wish that you come with your real name. Yes. Go ahead and share.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So, good morning, sir. So I was doing the meditation like last 4 5 weeks, but most of the time I try to get into little deep sometimes, and this happened yesterday and even slightly today. So it kind of took me to little deep, and then whatever I see on the in my meditation, I can feel just around myself as well, that there were fires, and the fire just came like next to me on my left side, and again there were the fire were encircling me around totally, and suddenly I see something like a picture of a god or some like Shiva Parvati or something like probably because of Hindu, just the devotional purpose, and suddenly started crying in meditation, like there were tears. And after the tears, I suddenly saw some kind of a flowers popping out from the sky or probably from a tree, like something like a corn popping out. And I was still there in the meditation. I didn't open my eyes. I just kept there. And within few minutes, I saw a lady having a skull on their head, and suddenly engulfed me into the darkness. Like for a while, I was just empty minded, and within few minutes again it happened that some kind of a bluish white light which sat next to my left, and it was showing some kind of an line to my left eye, but my right eye was still on a blank, and I could not even see anything, and my mind was still in calmness, just observing everything. At the same time, my left eye was burning sensation with the tears getting dried up. On my right eye, the tears were still there, the witness was still there. And overall, I felt it was very intense, and the meditation was really helping my mind to be calm.
Wonderful. It takes us to those deep spaces. You've experienced just in that little time many things. And I know you only can tell how deep it was for you. Process it.
Sir, I have one quick question. Can I ask you if you're okay?
Yes, please.
Sir, I saw one word in today's session about the purpose of life, the word called like intuition. So in meditation, how do we differentiate intuition versus imagination?
Intuition with imagination. Or you're
Imagination.
hallucinating.
Yeah, hallucinating. Yeah.
You know, this is something will develop
Okay.
in due course. The first impression are intuitive messages. Unexpected impressions are your messages. First impressions, unexpected ones normally are your messages. There is a sense of deep feeling that this sees the way, this sees it. That there is a push comes from inside deeply. There is a sense of that. You're not sure about these. Meditate again, next day, wait. We call it then validation. Things that happen again and again. The next day you sit down, and then when you emerge out of meditation, or during the day looking for answer, and then that's what is that idea, that notion is coming up for you, then you know that it is getting validated, or it is being shown up through a synchronistic message from an email, a friend, suddenly telling you this again, the same thing that you're thinking. That's how you validate when you're not clear. It's a good thing to validate. Until the time we develop our intuitive, our ability to tune into intuitive feeling is the first go. So when we're not clear, when we're not sure, that means somewhere there is a doubt. Is it my thought? Is it my intuition? Right? So then I'm saying that validate it. Look for that answer. And if this were true, I'm going to see this more. Or simply just meditate and then wait for it tomorrow. And suddenly you'll find something coming up to you. You don't have to rush into anything. You don't have to rush into anything. If you have to make a decision within available time, go ahead and then do it. Within available time, whatever that is there, even though maybe a little doubtful of all the choices, you have something that you got, do it. It's okay. What's the worst case? Nothing worse ever happens anyway. There's another experience, there's another experience. So first impressions, unexpected impressions, anything that impression that comes with a deep feeling. There's one thing that stands out, you know it, the one thing that stands out. In meditation, there are ways that one would take them as. Their intuitive voice showing up to you. Okay. Yes, Nidhi.
Thanks, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
We have another sharing saying that everything is becoming smooth during the session. I felt sudden jerk in my body, like when you suddenly wake up just as you are about to fall asleep. But I was fully aware. What could this be, sir?
So many things happen in meditation practice. We said that before. And so when our energy bodies get active in meditation, one of them is this body and Sukshma Sharir, a faculty of mental body, an astral body, which is coming out to travel, to go and explore the infinite dimensional field. So visions, when we see in dreams we have, they all are the result of this Sukshma Sharir or astral body traveling. When it wants to eject out of the body, sometimes there is that jerky feeling is there. It goes out, it comes back in again. It's possible that way. It's just one of the many, many reasons. Okay. It's possible, but a commonly associated experience or feeling is this thing wants to come out. You're going to deep meditations, and then, of course, it wants to come out. Now, once it goes into sleep, there is a potential moment of this possible. And then when there is intense amount of energy being received, and so then body jerks, body shakes, but it can just jerk off and then come back. It's also possible. So intense energy, astral body coming out, maybe deep sleep, and so then you're just dozing off, possible. There are just 3 of the many things which we don't even know why that happens, but it's possible. Next.
Yes, sir. So there's another master saying that 40-day session has been truly life-changing for me. It helped me build discipline and improve my lifestyle. I'm very grateful for your guidance, and I would love to continue practicing meditation even after the program ends. So where can I find your classes after this program?
Answer.
Yeah. So, sir, we have various programs lined up. So after the 40-day program, we have prana sessions, morning 6 a.m. IST. Then we have Amrut sessions, long meditations, 5 days intense meditation program. And we have Thrive programs, regional languages. So it continues, and till again we have another 40-day program. So we'll be sharing presentation for this in the coming days, like mentioning all the upcoming programs. You can also visit the Buddha CEO app and be there. You get the notifications of the new programs also. So yes.
Wonderful. So we'll conclude here, right?
Yes.
Any other comments?
Yeah, one master is saying that today at the end of meditation felt as if 2 tube lights turned on, and it was a very white light. No lights turned on in the room, still it was beautiful. So yes.
Okay. Lights. We'll see in lights.
Yeah.
Very white light, no lights turned on in the room. It was beautiful. Yes. Those are the bliss body experiences that you are noticing you as one with the light, the whole. It's just intense. It always feels great, right? It just shows that there are many of those that exist out there and motivates us to go and explore it more. And every exploration, by being there, because of sincerity, we're always downloading information frequency. That's what makes us light. You become lighter and lighter by the day because you're dissolving many things unwanted. You're reliving the past out there, dissolving, come to terms with it. Many things happen. It's a fascinating process to go into meditation, to go into quietness. Okay.
Yes.
Sure. You are unmuted, Shruti-ji, is it? Shruti Deshpande, ma'am? You are the ones who had that experience?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Describe.
Yes,
Describe.
yes. Yes, it was very, very bright, and I don't even have white tube lights in my house. But when that thing ended, and it was definitely a little. I did feel some jerks, and with that, it was very, very bright. But I told myself that I need to continue and not just hold on to this, that I am seeing those lights. So I continued even after the meditation ended, and it was blissful.
It is okay to enjoy them, madam. If you go to Niagara Falls, you want to enjoy Niagara Falls, isn't it? We don't take our eyes off and just be there.
Yes, sir.
So experiencing what we notice is great. Not wishing to experience the same thing in the next meditation is what we ought to avoid. We don't
Yes,
get
sir.
stuck up with the same thing, don't
Mhm.
get attached to experiences, but enjoy them when they last, right? If you're happy
Yes.
about, joyful about what you're seeing, be with it. And then anything in meditation, we notice it because anything coming is for our greater learning, greater enjoyment. The 3 things that Patriji said, no? Enlightenment, entertainment, and enjoyment, all 3. lot of energy is received into the body, enjoyment can happen because the energy can act. It's like that. Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
Thank you, madam. Where are you from?
St. Louis, sir.
St. Louis, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
St. Louis.
And I'm looking forward for the AMR this year. I'm definitely going to be there.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. Okay. The last one we take young
Eczema.
eczema, madam, sir.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, Nidhi ma'am. I'm enjoying all the session, like whichever session I could take. I just remembered that sir said that whatever you feel like, if you are not able to make it, then just think like you're going to make it like anyhow. So I just remember that thing, and then that gave me an inspiration to if even if I miss some minutes, then I was able to make it like even like the last minute. So I think that was the really inspiration for me at the start of this course. And then now also, like during meditation, I feel like yesterday it was a bit low day for me, but then the day prior, and the yesterday meditation, immediately after the session completed, then I don't know what happened, but I had a very energizing day throughout the day. Like I enjoyed a lot with my basic routine, and then like going out of my comfort zone, doing this and that. It was such a lovely day yesterday, and I'm hoping to continue it. For me, it's a bit low kind of energy these days, but with the meditation, I'm trying to get it over all those situations, and it's really helping out. And as like other speaker, I'm also thinking to expand my engagement, and then also take a whatever the reference book you have referred. I think that will be really helpful for me to gain all those insights. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Wonderful. Viktor Frankl wrote a book called A Man's Search for Meaning. That's a beautiful book to read. Maybe it is in the recommended books, I don't know. A Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, one book. Then, of course, we have recommended a book called The Ikigai, about purpose. That is in the books. Then Torkom Saradarian has written some books around this purpose. Torkom Saradarian. I don't remember the name of the book. Some books to start on purpose. Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
See
Thank you
you
for
all.
the
Thank you, Nidhi madam.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.